Yo, what's up guys, it's Buns. Today I had an idea. I've been playing 19 Pugs a lot the last couple of weeks and I've been having a lot of fun. I had an idea that I've been toying around with for a very long time in my head about doing a commentary video about some of the games that I've been playing. And I decided I would turn on OBS today and record. And the very first game of the day I decided to turn on my recording. We are going against a 5-man BH pre-made, which looked like it was more like 7 with a couple of people from Worm Rest Accord. But nonetheless, we looked like we were against all odds in a game. And I thought I would give commentary to help people out and show you guys the perspective of Rogue. So right off the bat, I go in, I get a sap on their Druid, because I just want to buy some time for our team to get organized and whatnot. I want to pick people off and separate people from the pack. So as Rogue, one of the main things that you can do on Rogue right now at 19s, it's all about positioning and picking people off. So especially if you know that their Druid's going to go flag carry, delay him from being able to go get his pick for a little bit is great. Just buy a little bit of time. And I'm also going to pick other people out from the team. Now, I'm debating at this point in going game the flag, but I see that our entire team is very grouped. We've got a priest that's separated, and after I see him pop trinket, I'm just going to open with the chief. Do a ton of damage here with the rest of our team, get the kill. And then I'm going to go right off of that, look for a stealth, and go sap him off of a res. Now, what ends up happening here is this priest is, I don't know, he forgot to fucking use his abilities and hit buttons on the screen, and didn't decide to res the spirit. So I don't know, he doesn't res for like a minute. So we're just chilling here waiting for him at the same time. But it's fine, this is completely fine at this point in time. You can see our whole team is moving up tunnel right now, going for the pick. And at this point, it's fine if I stay here because what I'm doing is I want to get their priest and I want to isolate him from the rest of their team so that when we get into a team fight, they only have one healer. That way we're really grouped right now and we're going to have a great or a much easier time trying to get a kill on their FC. So I'm sitting here, the dude doesn't res. I wait for a while till our team starts coming out and I'm like, okay, well at this point there's really no point in me being here. I don't know, he's jerking himself off or something like that. I don't fucking know. So their FC starts coming out. Our team's very grouped right now, so I'm looking at where's their FC going to be. Well, it looks like he's going to make a move across the map. So I go and check his other priest, because the other one's out of the game. His priest is over at GY, so he's not paying attention at all. So I'm looking to play very aggressive. And I see that RFC's kind of newbie. He's running out. But this guy's chopping without a healer. So I don't really care if RFC dies. If I can get the pick, that's great. But what I decide to do is go for the flag, kill him, and it's a free return. And we also kill their FC, get the flag, and we're in a great spot now where they're once again chopped. They're down with their FC. They're down a healer right now. And I'm just trying to get myself a re-stealth. Now what I'm going to do off this is I'm going to go and look to sap their Boomkin off of res. We immediately have the pick. So I'm like, okay, I want to buy my team some momentum. I want to go over and I want to sap Kush for him to block him from being able to get the pick as soon as possible. Now he comes off of res and as soon as he pops the speed pot, I'm saying, well, I'm not going to make that gap unless I use Worgen Sprint, which by the way, Worgen Sprint is by far the best racial as Rogue. It's not even close. Obviously you can see in Pugs how it can be extremely handy right there for that actual gap closer as opposed to chugging fucking consumables. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double sap, and I'm not going to go for the triple DR sap. I'm going to go and get positioning on our side of the base. I don't actually want to sap this hunter. I don't want the druid to know where I am. I don't want to give him any sort of insight as to where I am. Now I see right now that RFC is making a move across the field, and I have a pretty strong feeling he's not going to make it. Looks like he's got a couple people over there, but I'm going to go over and see if I can't help anyways, and maybe if I can take this warrior out and maybe assist to some degree, we can get him across, but it really doesn't look like it. So at this point, I'm just trying to do the best I can to keep a couple people out of the play. They return the flag, obviously. And at this point now, I'm thinking, okay, well, we don't have anyone on their side of the map to get the pick. And we're going to have a very hard time in any team fight beating them. Our team comp's just not nearly as good. They have a 5-man, at least, plus pre-made. We've got a couple of heals, and we've got some scrappy DPS. But what we can do is we can win these objective fights. And this is one of my favorite things to play in Pugs. I love playing Rogue because you can really have a great impact in base-to-base play. In this game, I'm just really putting our team in a great position by having outstanding position and being aware of opportunities that are given to me, not only by our team's movement, but also by their team's movement. So right now, there's no reason for me to engage their FC. Our whole team is rezzing out of GY. I'm just sitting here. I want to have position in their base. Now, the priest that was AFK 2 minutes ago has randomly decided to res and is going to be in their flag room, so I'm like, okay. Now, here is something that I had to make a decision on. My decision was it's going to be 6 stacks soon. Am I going to open with this guy and help this guy that I do not know kill this priest and we probably won't kill him? I decided no, I'm not going to help him. I don't want the priest to know I'm here yet either too. He's probably just going to die. So what I end up deciding to do, and it's a great thing that the paladin actually threw a trinket on him. That ends up helping me out a lot later. I'm aware of that. The priest uses trinket. The priest doesn't know I'm here. 6 stacks hits and he is going to die. So now I'm in a position where I can get the pick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the priest to come in great close range of the flag before I actually get the pick. So what I want to do is I want to sap him with no trinket and then get the pick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sap, I'm going to go get the pick, I'm going to use as much distance as possible. Now, because he doesn't have a trinket, I don't have to think about dropping the flag and resapping, so I'm going to keep moving. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to get line of sight. I don't really care to get as much distance. I want to get line of sight. Now, the priest is on defense with him. I have a hunter with me as well, too. I know we're not going to live this. I have nowhere to run. I say drop the flag, but I'm typing in fucking some Arabic language. Drop the flag. One of our guys picks it up. Their priest kind of makes a Mongo play in, and he's going to attack our FC. So this is my all-in time. I drop the flag, sap their warrior, and I'm going for a kill on the FC because their priest has left his FC behind. So at this point, this is the best option I can do. We don't have any healers that are going to be able to help out over there. They do have a druid that's there, but he's really newbie, doing the best he can. Our hunter's kiting for me, and I just want to put as much damage in to this druid as possible. Right now, the priest has not a clue that they're being hit, and they completely misjudged the situation. I'm going to wait to kick till the last second, try to maximize the damage and output time I got, and right at the very end, our hunter comes in for the nice little secure. We get the flag, he drops stacks, and we get the return. So that was an absolutely awesome play, and that's being opportunistic about what happens in the match. I put myself in a position to have that opportunity happen by sapping the priest, getting him a little bit greedy, pulling out, having my teammates there that were available to meet me on the side of ramp, dropping the flag, and then making the play because the priest came out with no trinket, so I had to go make the aggressive play there. There was no way we were going to get across the map with the team that they're playing with. So it's still 0-0. We got plenty of time left on the clock. I'm like, wow, we're in a great position. All right, we're just trying not to get 3-0'd this game. Now we got a couple of people on D at this point. I'm letting my team know that they've got a couple people on D. We're gonna need some help getting out of here. And once again, the priest still does not have trinket. Now I see that on our mini map we've got a hunter and another class coming up. They have a paladin and a hunter coming up ramp. So their priest starts moving out ramp. Now he doesn't have any idea. I mean, he's just moving out ramp. He's not even targeting anyone. But he starts moving out ramp. And I'm going to go help them kill him because they're not going to be able to help me unless I help them. So the priest doesn't have trinket. I'm going to wait for the right opportunity to open here. I see the full Hodge coming off, and I'm going to cheap right off of that so he can't get bubble and just maximize it just to be a little bit nerdy. Get that? And now we've got 3 of us in here, and they don't have a healer. So getting that opportunity, we clean that guy up. And we're playing base to base now. This is a great opportunity for us. I want to help our team stay alive. So what I'm going to do here is actually focus on the warrior rather than the mage because he's going to do damage to our healer and I don't want him to die at this point. So I'm doing as much as I can to stop the warrior. Warrior's making it out to tunnel. They have an Ellie shaman coming up and I'm going to change my focus now to the mage because I'm not going to be able to get over there very nicely. I kick the Ray of Frost, stop that incoming damage, and I just sit on this mage because he's going to be the one doing the most damage right now, and I'm just going to truck him as a rogue on Clothy. Then I go over, we kill this Ellie shaman. And now I'm trying to get an idea where Kush Forms is. So he's got no dash. He's going down. He's got no dash left available. I realize that. I know this warrior's lurking around here somewhere. I check him out. I realize that he got the tail end of the boot, so I'm not going to have that available to our use to kill the FC. But I am going to go down here and kill him really quick. So I just come in, open on him, kill him, pick him off before this guy comes in. And he's not aware of it. Kush Form's not aware of it. That guy is just RIP, clutch moneyed. And it's just as simple as that, boys. Get a nice little stealth. This guy, I know he's got a priest with him. I want to see what else is there. I see this, and I'm like, man, he's got he's got a mage, a priest with him. I am not going to be able to do anything. There's no reason that I sit here on a rogue. I am not going to be able to do anything to help this cause. So what I say is I'm going to sap him, buy a little bit of time, make them stay honest and have to keep on him. And I use Worgen Sprint to get to my FC and try to rotate out and get him control to cross the field. I see him commit. I'm going to let my team know we need to help our FC get across here. And this is the best play that I can do right now because we don't have enough pressure to actually kill the FC. They have too much on D. I would be a useless player right now. So they have no trinket on this monk. I'm going to get a sap on him. But what I'm looking right now is I'm more paying attention to the mage, but he's kind of oblivious to what's going on because I'm more curious if he's going to like speed pot, blink, Ray of Frost than I am an actual monk. And I know we've got a hunter with our paladin, so I'm like, okay, well, this guy's an aware player. I don't have to worry about this monk. Let me get ahead and take out some of the people that are coming ahead of him. He'll just conk the monk. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and sap the survival hunter, which has a 40-yard charge. He's got no trinket, so I'm going to be able to sit there, and I'm going to get another sap onto him. Priest is going to run by. The other warrior already used charge, so he's not going to have a gap closer. And I'm going to go in for a third sap. And I tell our team, this is our opportunity. The fact that we even got the flag across was a miracle. And I realized that we are only going to have a small gap to be able to kill this FC. So I'm moving offense as quickly as possible. I've said in chat that I want the rest of our team to be aware of this. We have a small gap right now. We need to maximize our time. So I know that I have probably about a minute, maybe a minute and a half tops to make something happen here. So I'm moving up tunnel. I want to see what's going on in their base. I immediately see that our druid, who was in the base earlier, is in the base, and they're trying to kill him right now. The priest that was pretty unaware earlier is with the FC. Kush Forms is doing damage into this guy. Now I noticed that there's a gap between the druid and the priest. So what I'm going to do here is I'm like, oh my god, okay, this is my opportunity. I'm going to try to sap the priest when he's out of combat and he's getting away here from the druid. And I'm going to immediately open on this guy because there's no one else that's going to be able to support me in time. I have to take this look right now. So I'm going to get my damage going. And Schism, I'm not going to kick this. I want to kick as soon as I have damage available and it's worth kicking. So here's the kick right there on Flash Heal. I got him at around 1.1k. I'm going in, get the return, and we do end up capping the flag here. So I pretty much just have to go balls in. I rotated extremely efficiently just to get us in the spot, and we're just up 1-0. So we had to work this hard just to get one cap, barely did it. And now I'm letting the rest of our team know, like, we've got to really close out this game. This is going to be a very difficult game to close out. They've got a lot of good players on their team. In a group 5-man, so it's like, especially like when we're talking about pugs, right? Like average pugs compared to just like any 5-man, you know, it's you're under some distress. So just letting people know we got to be playing safe. I'm encouraging our druid not to cross the field because it's going to be very difficult for any of our FCs to cross the flag with their team comp. I mean, it's going to be very difficult. Now, one great thing is after we got that return on the FC, their priest actually AFK'd, so we're only dealing with one priest now. And I was aware of that too because I'm like, that's great because now we can try to kill the FC in the base and it's going to be a little bit easier now that they only have one priest. So that was something to our advantage that really helps out as well too, but you got to be aware of it and being conscious of it can really help you out. So right now I'm going outside. I want to get vision of the map. I encourage our druid to kind of stay. Twerk's doing a great job just playing with me the whole game. And we had some great synergy plays. Now I see that their priest Discord's out in the middle of the field. Our druid looks like he's doing his own thing. God bless his soul. He's going out into like the corner of the GY. Well, we're not doing that. Twerk's coming with me. I told Twerk to come this way. We've got to make a play on the FC. We don't care about our FC. We're not going to cross the field. So if they want to send random people over there, that's great. I'm also seeing that we got a priest across tunnel, which was fantastic. So I'm messaging him. I want to let him know we got to make a play on this FC. Don't pick the flag. We don't care about the flag. We just want to kill this guy when he comes up. So right now, I'm checking where is their priest. I want to know where people on the map are so that we have an idea of what we're dealing with when this guy comes up. So I see him coming up tunnel. I'm letting our team know that this is the plan. We want to CC the priest. We want to go in. And then I realize, oh my god, the priest isn't even here. This guy doesn't have trinket. Let's just go. Let's go, go, go. Immediately sap the monk, cheap onto the druid, and just get really big damage off here. And we're trying to connect in. Second cheap shot from another rogue that connected with us up tunnel. A dash comes out. I immediately pop my Worgen sprint, and I just start slowing as much as I can to interrupt his globals. We've got pets on him. He's having a really hard time getting away here. The speed pot comes out on top of dash, kappa, but it is able to be reeled in by your boy Clutch Money. And a great job by our team right there because now, look, we took 2 minutes off the clock. I tell our team don't pick the flags. I want to keep stack slow, but we do pick. It's not the end of the world. I end up getting a really favorable res here. And because I got that res, I was going to stay in their flag room and just wait the game out and play it like that. But because I got the res, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just go sap their druid. There's 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. I'm asking our hunter on defense if there's anyone that he can see there. I'm doing a little Legion nameplate check where you go and target everyone on the enemy team and just see if there's people there. I didn't see anyone, so I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna stall the druid down. I've got 1.5 minutes now. I'm gonna triple sap the druid. I'm gonna buy some time, and I'm gonna see how things play out. It doesn't look like they have picks, so if I just sap the druid, I'm gonna buy more time for us than if I would be doing anything else in terms of them having someone that can pick the flag. And I already checked. I knew that they weren't gonna have anyone picking the flag, so I go for the resap, just buying as much time into triple sap. And then at this point, I'm debating, well, do I want to go across the field? I see that our RFC is kind of making a random push. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to go help him. That's a waste of my time. He's going to die, and it's irrelevant to the game. I just need to stop their FC. So I look back up the clock. It's 1 minute left. Pretty much impossible at this point for them to cross the flag. They actually don't have enough time in the game to actually cross this flag, unless he was like to pick it right now. Dash, tunnel, boots, speed pot, boots, and horde, and I don't think he would make it. So I'm just, at this point, I think we've won, and he hasn't gotten the flag, so it's pretty much a guaranteed win at this point. I'm just sitting here for positioning purposes just to sap the FC off, because it's still a good practice to get into anyways. This was a great game that I played in, and I really wanted to display this because I've been playing Pugs the last couple of weeks, and I've been having a lot of fun, and I know a lot of great games have been happening. I haven't been streaming them, but I thought that this would be a great way not only to showcase some of the great Pugs that have been going on, especially from a rogue perspective. I've been having a ton of fun playing stealth classes. It's obviously, to me, it's the most fun thing that I've been having in my entire Pug Legion experience, because I feel like I can have a really big impact on dictating games on rogue and druid. Great game. This was a game we probably should not have won, but we put ourselves in great positions to do so. As a rogue, you want to give your team as much information as possible. You're in stealth. You want to let everyone else on your team know where people are on the map, what the plays are to be made, and I felt like this was a great game to showcase the skill level outside of a pre-made setting that you can have an impact on a game in Legion Pugs. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace, dudes.